Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Wellness Journey. What if I told you there's a reason your body hasn't been getting stronger even though you've been doing everything right? You walk every day, you stay active, you even try to eat healthier. But something still doesn't feel right. You're losing strength. Everyday things like getting up off the couch or climbing stairs feel harder than they should. Here's the truth. No one's told you. After 60, your body needs a different kind of signal to build muscle. Movement alone isn't enough, not even 10,000 steps a day. But this isn't bad news. In fact, it's empowering, because today I'm going to show you two simple movements. Movements that don't require any gym, equipment, or fancy routines that send a message deep into your body. It's time to rebuild. These aren't new. You might think you know them, but no one's explained them to you like this before. Because what if I told you these moves could do more than just strengthen your body? What if they could help you sleep deeper, improve your posture, restore your balance, and even spark hormonal changes your body needs to thrive after 60? That's what we're about to unlock together. And if you've ever felt like you've been doing everything right but still not seeing results, feel free to share your experience in the comments. Maybe tell me your first name, age, or where you're watching from. I read every message, and your story truly matters. Now let's start where real strength begins. Exercise 1. The push that pushes back time. There's a quiet kind of strength. We lose without noticing the strength to open jars, to lift ourselves from a chair, to push a door with confidence. Most people don't realize they're losing it until they need it. But what if I told you one small movement done correctly could restore that strength and reignite the connection between your body and your will? It starts by standing tall and facing a wall. This simple press against a wall may seem too basic to matter, but what it triggers on inside your body is profound. This movement sends mechanical signals deep into your muscle cells, prompting them to rebuild. That process is called mechanotransduction, and it's how your body transforms effort into growth. Unlike walking, which engages your upper body at just 20–30% of its potential, this exercise activates your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core at over 60% capacity. That's real stimulation enough to spark new muscle fibers, even at 70 or 80 years old. And here's what makes it especially valuable. It's low impact, no pressure on your joints, no fancy machines, just your body and gravity working together rather than against each other. But the benefits go beyond strength. This movement opens up your posture. As we age, gravity pulls us forward, our shoulders round, our back curves, and our lungs have less room to expand. With consistent practice, this exercise strengthens the muscles that pull your chest open and align your spine. Better posture doesn't just change how you look, it changes how you breathe, digest, and sleep. It also strengthens your respiratory muscles. By controlling your breathing, as you push and release, you train your diaphragm and intercostal muscles, which support deeper, fuller breaths. This can improve oxygen flow to the brain and muscles, reducing fatigue and sharpening your mind. And there's something else: neural activation. Each time you perform this movement, your brain practices sending signals to your muscles with precision. That helps improve coordination, stability, and your ability to prevent falls before they happen. So how do you do it? Stand about an arm's length away, from a wall. Place your palms flat on the wall at shoulder height, fingers pointing upward. Keep your body in a straight line from head to heels, engaging your core gently. Slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall. Keep your elbows at a 45-degree angle, not flaring out. Lower until your nose is just a few inches from the wall. Then exhale and press back to the starting position. That's 1 rep. Start with 8 to 10 reps. Rest for 1 minute. Do 2 to 3 sets, 3 times per week. If it feels too easy, step your feet further back to increase resistance. If it's too hard, move closer to the wall. Now let's talk safety. Most older adults can safely perform this movement, but if you have severe shoulder injuries, recent rotator cuff surgery, or unstable joints, consult your physical therapist or doctor first. Always listen to your body. This is about progress, not punishment. I remember a woman named June, 71 years old, living alone, fiercely independent. She started doing this movement 3 times a week. Within a month, she noticed her back pain easing. By month 2, she could lift heavier grocery bags without strain. By month 3, she said something I'll never forget. I feel like my upper body belongs to me again. And that's really what this is about. Reclaiming ownership of your body. Reconnecting the strength between your brain and your muscles. Rebuilding what time tried to take. This exercise won't make headlines, it won't break records, but it just might help you open that tight jar without asking for help, or push yourself up from bed with more ease tomorrow than you did today. And sometimes, that's exactly where real power begins. Exercise 2. The movement that protects your independence. There's one movement that quietly determines how long you'll be able to live independently. It's not glamorous. It won't get you compliments at the gym, but it may. It'd be the difference between rising on your own or relying on someone else to lift you. This movement isn't about fitness. It's about freedom. It's the ability to lower yourself and rise again. You perform it dozens of times a day without even thinking getting up from the toilet, standing from a chair, climbing stairs. But once your legs begin to weaken, these small daily actions become frightening hills to climb. That's why this exercise matters so much. It doesn't just build your legs, it reawakens your ability to stand tall in life. What makes this movement powerful is that it targets your quads, glutes, hamstrings, and calves, your entire lower chain. But more importantly, it retrains your neuromuscular memory, the pattern of sitting and standing that so many seniors begin to lose after 60. And when you do it with intention, something remarkable happens. Your body releases natural growth, hormones, and testosterone even after 60. Not from supplements or pills, but because your brain recognizes this movement as essential for survival. The larger the muscles involved, the louder the biological signal. In fact, a study published in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health tracked 200 seniors over 16 weeks. Those who perform this movement 4 times per week gain nearly 4 pounds of lean muscle, not fat, muscle. Even more impressive, their risk of falling dropped by 50%. And that's not just a number. That's fewer hospital visits, fewer broken hips, fewer weeks spent in bed losing even more strength. Let's go deeper. When you strengthen your glutes, your largest muscle group, you improve pelvic stability, spinal alignment, and walking gait. This means better balance and less pain in your knees, hips, and lower back. The quadriceps give you the power to rise, while your calves and hamstrings provide control and stability. Together, they create a foundation you can stand on literally and metaphorically. I've worked with men and women in their 70s, 80s, even 90s who struggled to get out of a car or use the restroom unassisted. And over again, I've seen this one movement give them their confidence and dignity back. So how do you do it? Find a sturdy, non-slippery chair. Stand directly in front of it with your feet shoulder-width apart, toes slightly turned outward. Extend your arms straight ahead at shoulder height for balance. Now, imagine sitting in slow motion. Push your hips back first, not your knees forward. Keep your chest lifted and eyes looking ahead. Lower yourself until your bottom barely touches the chair. Don't collapse. Pause. Then drive through your heels and rise with intention. Squeeze your glutes at the top. That's 1 rep. Start with 8-10 reps. Rest for 90 seconds. Perform 2 to 3 sets, 4 times a week. If you need to sit fully between reps in the beginning, that's okay. Progress happens in small wins. Want to make it harder? Hover just above the chair without touching. Want it easier? Use a slightly higher surface. Now, a gentle word of caution. If you have severe knee arthritis, recent knee or hip replacements, or struggle with balance, consult your doctor or physical therapist before starting. You may need to modify the depth or add support. I remember Linda, 68, who couldn't get up without pushing her hands into her thighs. After 6 weeks of practicing this movement 3 times a week, she told me, for the first time in years, I got up from the couch without using my hands. I felt strong. That's not just strength, that's liberation. Because strength isn't done. And about muscle size, it's about what you can still do with your body. And this one movement, it quietly restores your ability to keep doing the things that make you feel like you. This isn't exercise. This is preparation for a life you still fully deserve to live on your feet, on your terms. Practical advice for older adults. From experience, not just science. If you're over 60, let me tell you something simple but powerful. You don't need to train harder, you just need to train smarter. Muscle loss with age isn't a life sentence. It's a signal, a nudge from your body saying, I need you to pay attention. And the best way to respond isn't extreme workouts or trendy diets, it's consistency, thoughtful, gentle consistency. 2 or 3 short sessions a week of focused movements like the ones I just showed you can bring back strength, stability, and confidence. Not overnight, but certainly over time. And remember, muscle isn't built in the gym, it's built in the kitchen and during rest. Make sure you're eating enough protein, spread throughout the day, drinking water, sleeping well, and giving your body time to recover. These are the real building blocks of lifelong strength. Avoid comparing yourself to your younger self or anyone else. At this stage of life, function beats form. If you can move with control, stand with ease, and live with less pain, that's success. Don't chase intensity, chase quality, chase purpose. And above all, be kind to yourself. Every rep, every breath, every attempt matters. You're not just exercising, you're telling your body, I still care about you. And your body is always listening. Strength isn't what you think it is. Real strength, the kind that matters most after 60, isn't loud. It doesn't show off. It shows up. It shows up when you stand tall after feeling unsteady, when you raise each for a cabinet without fear, when you get out of a chair and no longer have to brace yourself with both hands. That's strength, and that's dignity. You didn't watch this video for entertainment. You came here because something inside you still wants to fight for the life you deserve, a life where you move freely, breathe deeply, and trust your body again. These 2 simple exercises are more than just movements. They're reminders that you are not fragile, that age may change your pace, but it doesn't erase your power. That strength is not reserved for the young, it belongs to the committed, and you are committed. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. So today, let's stop waiting for a better day or a perfect plan. Let's stop saying someday and start saying now. Now is the moment to press. Now is the moment to rise. Now is the moment to begin again. And if any part of this message touched something in you, leave a comment below. Tell me your name, your city, or simply say, I'm starting today. Because every movement matters, and so do you. You always have. You always will.